You know, these things that net you mana every turn, and then you just keep slamming huge threats on the table, or using Go for the Throats, Doomblade, Sever the Bloodlines, Black Sun Zeniths to get stuff out of the way. The Liliana the Veil and Karn Liberated are in this deck. I love this deck.
Yeah, I very much love the deck. I don't love the Solemn Simulacrums that don't search for swamps.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Phillip doesn't love those either. Thayer, on the other hand, I think is elated at the Solemn Simulacrum that doesn't search for a swamp.
Yeah, that's kind of a big game here.
Well, looks like it didn't get a swamp.
Okay, so he didn't, I'm assuming here that he forgot the trigger and that it's too late for him to do it now, so we're just going to keep moving on with the game here. And it looks like he's going to take 4 to the face from these spirits.
All right, so Phillip draws a swamp off the top, I believe. That is a dagger.
So did he get the swamp anyway?
Let me check in life totals here. She should be at
14, right?
14, I think.
2 and then the 4 here.
That's what I thought, yeah.
No. He's gained 2 life from the Pristine Talisman.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I forgot about
Naming
that. Naming
Giant, I would guess.
And we have a... Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry. And now they're telling him to sign the match slips. I don't even know.
Or a warning, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so...
gain a life, go to 17,
Talisman.
Make a huge guy. Yes! Man, this deck plays like so many of my favorite cards. Am I a mono black player at heart and I just never knew it?
Never knew it.
Because like, you know, when people talk online about, oh, mono black might be bad, I'm always like, whatever. Like,
right,
I don't care.
In your experience, it never has been.
It's never been a thing. But now, all of a sudden, we get to see Grave Titan come in. Thought Scour me.
Hits Darkslick Shores, Seachrome Coast.
That's probably pretty good getting a couple of lands out of the way.
Yeah, he's got 4 lands in play already.
He hit an Angel. Go for its throat. But that's the beautiful thing about a Grave Titan. He's still got 2 zombies left over.
Absolutely. And he is really not taking 4 a turn. He's taking 3 a turn if you count that Pristine Talisman.
Can I change my answer from the question you asked earlier today about what I would play?
What you would play?
Yeah.
I would play Mono Black Control.
Dude, Solemn Simulacrum, Wormcoil Engine, Grave Titan, Grizzlebrand, Karn Liberated, Liliana Veil are the first cards that we see on the list, and I love all of those cards.
Yeah.
Every single card. There's a Black Sun Zenith, which I really like. Now, he's playing a really interesting card that I haven't seen in Constructed yet. He has 2 increasing ambitions in his deck.
Yeah, which is Diabolic Tutor-esque.
I mean, can we just say demonic?
I'm sorry. I
They're
meant
the same
demonic
card.
tutor. Yeah, I
no,
think
you were correct as well.
Yeah, you're right.
I just like go for the iconic one. Right?
That's what I thought. I was thinking demonic tutor and said diabolic.
Well, but you were accidentally right.
Yeah. Either way, I was
played.
right. Yeah. So search your library for a card.
That's 7 mana now.
Put it into your hand. So he should have 8 right now, but we'll just try to forget about that.
Yeah, because he could be Grizzlebranding right now. But.
Don't know if he has it in hand or not.
Is Grizzlebrand just like a straight up demon?
I believe so, yeah. Demon, yes.
Just a demon.
It's like legendary creature, straight up demon.
We got there, boys.
Thank you. He remembered that Solemn Simulacrum finds a land. Okay, so there we go. Get that one. Comes into play half tapped.
Half tapped, yeah. He's a half tapper.
Quarter of the way tapped.
Phillip's one of the half tappers, but it looks like the other ones he has fully tapped, so he kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. So we get nearing full value out of the Solemn, but he's going to need a couple of Solemn, like a Solemn to die. I mean, I think he ultimately wants a Black Sun Zenith here just to kind of start things over. Even if he does, he still has 4 power. Get in there for 6 damage. That's a 3-turn clock. It's quite a bit quicker than Thayer's, but we are about to see a Restoration Angel come down.
Speaking of something with a large butt, Restoration Angel.
And it's going to block a zombie.
That's fine.
So I'm not supposed to root for mono black, right? Is that how this works?
Why did he not just Doomblade it before it blocked?
What happened there?
He let it block the zombie, then killed it. You can kill it before declare blockers.
Yeah, so the procedural error there. You know, the order of the steps and everything, it can be a bit of a mystery until you really get those cemented into your head. It took me playing on Magic Online for a while before I did, but that was a blunder. Like he definitely should have just said, okay, before blocks, kill that.
Yeah.
Getting in that 2 extra damage can really catch up to you later in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we said it was a 3-turn clock, and now it's not. I mean, he could have saved a zombie, and he would have had an additional zombie and got in for 2. He had his opponent at 12.
Kind of a big deal, it turns out.
Yeah, so, well, he draws a swamp, I believe.
Yep. I don't know what his other cards are in hand.
Got 9 mana here.
He does. He doesn't have any artifacts in the yard that he can get back with Buried Ruin yet. But if he can get, you know, if one of his Solemns dies somehow, then he can start kind of getting a little bit of an engine going there. He's got enough mana to do it and cast it and do all that stuff. Oh, that's an increasing ambition. Oh, please get Grizzlebrand. Like, I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying what I want to have.
Let me read that. So we can put it up on the screen, I think. Is that what you're doing? Okay, cool. So,
Me? I'm supposed to do that?
You do that. No, I was talking to our director crew. So search your library for a card and put it into your hand. If it was cast from a graveyard, which it was not, you can search for 2 cards and put them into your hand and shuffle your library. So
yeah, so you can see it there. It's got flashback for 8 mana, which he can already do next turn. But so what do you get here? Wormcoil Engine would be nice.
He's got Sever the Bloodline. That's what he went for. Sever. He can cast Sever.
He's just going to get a Sever?
Yeah, but it's just going to get mana leaked.
Do you have any idea how boring that is?
Also, if it gets mana leaked.
Like, Grizzlebrand is way cooler than Sever the Bloodline.
I mean, if he can't, I hope he doesn't cast the Sever right now.
He can certainly take another hit here if he wants. Also, by passing the turn back, it prevents Thayer, because doesn't Thayer still have 1 Lingering Souls in his graveyard?
I think
Remember
so,
that one that he milled really early?
Mm-hmm. I believe so, yeah. So it looks like swing, 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 Restoration Angel number 2 from Thayer. All right, what is it? He has Wormcoil in his hand and Sever.
Oh, he has a Wormcoil?
He does. I'm pretty sure he does. Okay.
I don't think he does.
I thought that's what I saw. Yeah, that looks like Wormcoil, doesn't it? Right there.
It does look like Wormcoil.
Right to the right, yeah. So he can.
That does look like a Wormcoil. All right, so we're going to see the Sever.
And now, we're going to get mana leaked, I know it.
Target that.
Oh, does he not have
mana leak? That's a Snapcaster Mage.
Awesome. I just assumed, because he's not cast a mana leak yet, that he had to have
I think you would assume that.
Yeah.
That was a pretty risky play. I mean, he can just flash it back next turn.
Yeah, but I mean, still,
but you might as well play around it.
Yeah, why waste it?
Now he knows he does not have a mana leak in his hand, so he can just go nuts. You know, that Wormcoil's coming down for sure. He might even just want to play full control route with this and just flashback Sever on the Angel. I mean, there's a lot of things that he can do.
Yeah, if he wanted to play around, like, I mean, his opponent could have 2 mana leaks, and then he would have to draw a land to flash it back and waste his entire turn. So Blade Splicer from Thayer after a swing in with the Restoration Angel.
Which is really not a factor here. Like, Phillip is not on the beatdown plan right now. Like,
Phillip's going big.
The race.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, so right now Phillip just needs to keep those Solemn Simulacrums back. He needs to block and start getting
cards,
quote, life gain out of them, and then turning them into extra cards. He needs to start getting value out of his Buried Ruins. Like, he's got a lot of really good things he can do. Now, there is a Snapcaster in hand. I don't see a mana leak in the graveyard, though, for Thayer either. So, like, if he wants to Wormcoil, I think Wormcoil's happening here. Is there a Vapor Snag?
I see Thought Scour. That's the only blue spells.
Yeah, there's an Oblivion Ring. That's not flashbackable. And it looks like there's no more Lingering Souls either. Oh, why are you attacking?
I wouldn't attack. I'd save him for defense.
I mean, he does get to get a card out of it.
He's going to get a card out of it, but I would save him for defense and get a card out of it.
I think they're just much better as blockers at this point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe just attack with one of them. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, hey, I get in for 2 if you don't block, and I have a blocker, so it holds off your attack.
Just attack with one of them. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd... Oh, he draws another
Simulacrum.
So he's got 9 mana right now.
Wait, now he
has a swamp. He has a swamp in his hand. I'm pretty sure that it's Wormcoil, Solemn, and Swamp in the middle. Does that look like a swamp?
That does look like a swamp.
So if he plays Swamp, he can do both. He can play Solemn.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's got 9, so it'll be
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, I see.
He can also Like if he feels like he's going to be alive at the end of this turn, which is not for sure. He's right now facing 7 power. A Snapcaster Mage or another Restoration Angel would make it a lot more. He can search, but I think he just needs to do something to affect the board here. Yeah, I like your line. I think I just run the Worm Coil out there. That can't get mana leaked. And then play a land and play Solemn. If that gets mana leaked, so be it. Then again, I also wouldn't have attacked here.
Yeah, I think attacking with 1 would have been fine because you're probably going to get in for 2.
I mean, personally, I just would have left both back. But you are right. Like, it is very likely you're going to get in for 1. All right, Solemn. I believe there's a trigger on the stack, Phillip. Oh, okay. There we go.
There we go. He caught it. That's right. That's how you learn from your mistakes. You
It's
make
true.
a mistake, do it again.
Yeah.
Make sure next time you don't do it again.
You know, it's tough. I was talking to one of the people that we had earlier in the feature match here on the video. And, you know, I asked him about how he thought he played and about how he thought his opponent played. And, you know, the first thing he said, my opponent was really nervous.
Yeah, I think I was over here.
Yeah, and, you know, that is a thing. Like, that is definitely, you know, a factor when it comes to these events because, you know, you're not used to playing where everybody's watching and your friends are going to watch this. And, you know, maybe your mom's at home going, go, honey, go. And, you know, it makes you nervous. You can miss silly things like, you know, Solemn triggers.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the first things that happens a lot of times. I'll be sitting here, you know, we'll be on a break, and immediately somebody comes over and starts talking and says
Lingering
something like,
Souls. Ooh, I believe that's a Vault of the Archangel and really annoying. A phantasmal image on a Worm Coil engine.
Why is that card even in the format?
Oh, look at you! So if he takes the image and makes a Worm Coil engine, then that's just going to, you know, it's pretty sweet because even if it dies from getting randomly targeted by something, you still get the 2 tokens.
Yeah. Looks like he went with the image.
Yeah. I blame you.
What I was going to say was, sometimes we'll go on a break and immediately somebody's coming over like, how'd I play? What did you think? Did I make any obvious mistakes besides this or something? You know, or like, oh, so it's just like people are concerned about how they play on camera because it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, for sure.
So, in with the Restoration Angel from Thayer, and I'm gonna make me a phantasmal image and copy your Worm Coil engine. And Phillip's like, well, that's.
Would you consider doing the Restoration Angel and making another Blade Splicer? Because then his engine can't attack and gain life.
That's actually a relevant play where you just have double first strikers.
2 first strikers, yeah. And you have an Air Force that can get in and kill him next turn. He's at 6. Like he would have 2, 3, 4 angels and just kill him if he doesn't do something.
You give him like a very quick window to. That's actually a better play.
I think I like that situation better than what he's in. It forces him to have some removal now. Oh, what are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's flashing
6,
back
7.
Increasing ambition. Is he? I'm guessing.
I think you're
8,
right, but it's 7 and a black. Yeah, so it's 8.
Oh
man, when I saw 8 mana, I thought he top decked Grizzlebrand, and I was gonna get so excited.
Well, he's casting double Demonic Tutor right now.
Yeah,
so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, so he gets to go get any 2 cards he wants here.
Oh, there was a Karn. Pretty sure he went with a Karn. And is this a Go for the Throat? He's stopping on? Yeah, looks like it.
So he needs something to kill. Yeah, he needs like a Go for the Throat or a spell right now.
He's
wow,
thinking
this is
about
pretty
it.
Devastating. When you're ramping up and then you resolve this, you have actually some mana left over still? Like I always think of this as a complete tap out turn, but
he just flashed back increasing ambition and still has 3 mana to play with.
This is sick.
He looks like he's considering, he looked like he's stopped on his Go for the Throat. Now it looks like he's stopped on a Zenith. Now he's thinking again.
Yeah, if he plays the Zenith, it doesn't really do that much.
No, I don't think the Zenith is worth it right now.
No.
Sever, not
unless you're hitting a land drop. He did have a Swamp. Did he already play it for the turn?
Did he just grab? What did he grab? I thought he grabbed Sever, but like I thought he had Sever in his hand and flipped it on the table. But then I mean,
he's not technically dead here, but like he really needs to have an instant speed removal spell. You know, if Thayer did have a second Restoration Angel, then oh, actually no, Phillip's gained a life from that. From the Talisman.
I may have just swung in with the Worm Coil. Assuming Thayer blocks, then get the Worm Coil back with Buried Ruin and play it again.
That could be a thing too.
He actually had several lines of play.
I just want to make sure that at this point in the game, he's got a pretty, like, he's got stuff to spend his mana on forever. He's got much more powerful stuff than what Thayer can do. I just want to make sure I don't lose here.
I think he grabbed Zenith. Is that another one?
I'm having trouble seeing what's in his hand, even though we're zoomed in.
We're zoomed in, but I still don't know what that is.
It looks worm coil.
It looks like a worm coil.
So maybe he didn't get Karn, or maybe he drew another worm coil.
I mean, his hand has to be completely stacked here. All right, so send that in.
Thayer's going to trade worm coil engines here.
And a whole bunch of tokens will be made.
Yeah. And
now, these are worm tokens. They're not golems, so that the first strike part isn't going to matter from the...
No, there's Yo MTG Taps tokens over there. Can you please use the correct one?
Look at you. Big timing.
There should be at least 2. For one of you should be able to play the Yo MTG Taps tokens.
Wait.
Now you know whoever puts in the Yo MTG Taps tokens immediately gets my approval. Oh, okay, all of them.
All
that's
of them
fine.
did.
Very nice.
You must be so happy.
I am. Oh, you guys have been wondering where Big Head Joe is? Well, Texas and right there.
Yeah.
He is the Death Touch token. I'm the Lifelink token. So.
All right. So we see a pretty important card come into play here, which is the Vault of the Archangel.
Yeah.
This can force some things to happen, but ultimately, I don't think it's a big deal. Thayer's at 14. He's not in danger of just getting killed anytime soon. And Phillip is at 13 and similarly not, he's not really in striking range, considering the fact that he has another lifelinker down. I like this attack. He can, I think what I would probably do, this is what I like to do. I want to get rid of one of these solemns. So I'm either chumping or I'm putting a whole bunch of guys on to try to kill that stupid golem token.
And that's what he's doing here.
But this doesn't do anything. I don't know why you'd put both on, but. Oh, I guess he could kill both if he wanted. Or does he have to actually because of Death Touch? I can't remember. But I don't think he minds if 2 of them die. Okay, so it is Karn and Worm Coil in his hand. I didn't see the last card though.
So he's got Karn, Worm Coil, something else. I'm pretty sure it's Zenith.
Don't you have to do at least lethal to both of the guys? Can you stack it all up? I don't remember. After you order the blockers,
no, I thought you
had to do lethal.
Well, I think you just assign the. This match might go to time. Yeah, that's true. I just was thinking the same thing.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't think about that.
I mean, there's 25 minutes left, and look at the life totals. They're like gaining all sorts of life.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phillip's going to use Buried Ruin here to get back, I believe, Worm Coil, but I didn't quite see. But I'm pretty sure it was Worm Coil because there's 2 solemns in the yard and 1 on the board. That was all 3.
And now all of a sudden, Phillip's staring down at a full grip. He just drew 2 cards, or 1 card that turn, and then plus got another one out of his graveyard in exchange for one of his lands. So he's got a ton of cards now. Okay. So our judge friend Chris Lansdale says that you only have to do it to the first lethal to the first blocker.
Yeah,
whether he has Death Touch or not.
Right, unless it has trample. Yeah, that's where things get confusing with the trample, where you're like, okay, I need to do at least lethal before I can do any trample to my opponent.
Okay.
Like basically, creatures soak up everything.
So he just stacked up all the damage onto that first blocker.
Yeah.
And he's going to untap, and he's just going to swing in there with everything. Why would? All right. Maybe he's just planning on wiping the board after this.
Yeah, he's got a Zenith. I think that's what he's doing. He's basically like, I'm going to wipe the board, may as well just
Yeah, Thayer should probably read this for a Zenith and just double block. Unless he has like Vapor Snag. Joey blocks.
Yeah, looks like...
Solemn. Take 3, gain 3, he gains 3, Solemn dies, everything else dies.
So they're both.
Are we gonna have 2 Joeys left?
Yeah, look at that. not legendary apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the everything dies but the 2 lifelink tokens.
Tim Ungarek, Eric Nelson, and Robert Van Leuven.
Wait, how'd Thayer's lifelinker die?
It should not have died. blocked a solemn simulacrum.
Yeah. You got that? Okay. We're going to get that lifelinker back unless there's something we missed.
Yeah.
Was there a gut shot we didn't see?
There was definitely not a gun shot.
No.
But there might have been something we missed. It's a lot of information to process, but
They're trying to figure out what happened. Yeah. You get to keep that. It's a 3-3.
You're back.
Took 2.
That was on the previous turn.
Volt has no relevance to that
Nope.
attack. You blocked Sullen Simulacrum. Okay, it's all good. This is the correct board state.
So it looks like we're just going to see another worm coil come down here.
Is this a Zenith for 4? Could this be a Zenith for 4?
Yeah?
I think it could go Zenith for 4 here.
Zenith for 4 and then follow up with a something?
I think he already played a land, so I don't think he follows up with
what we want him to follow up with?
With the worm coil. But
Yeah. Karn's going to be interesting here. If Thayer can't put out another way to attack, Karn is going to completely take over this board. Karn can kill Vault of the Archangel for any racing type purposes, gain a life, by the way, from the Pristine Talisman. Karn can just start annihilating hands, go to a potential game reset. Like, he absolutely takes over at this stage of the game.
can't cast Karn with 5 though. Oh, he's got something. I'll play a Sphere of the Suns. Why not ramp a little bit more?
He just says go. Phillip's being very patient here. He's definitely taking the long approach.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here comes a
Lingering Souls, and it looks
Lingering
like
Souls,
a pre-flashback here.
1, 2, 3, 4. And does Phillip just flashback Sever?
I think he just has to now. Like, you don't want to throw Karn in when your opponent has a whole bunch of guys. There's just no reason for that. You want him to be the last play you do. I mean, you know how I was just saying, like, if Thayer can't put another reasonable threat density out, he just did. So
Yeah, I mean, although Karn's pretty big, he's pretty loyal, I'll say.
yeah.
How much can I afford to cast this turn? So he just played a swamp, right? So what does he have?
He did just play a swamp.
Access to 13 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm seeing 13. So here goes 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, changed his mind. 6, 7. Okay, so this could be Karn, could be a flashback Sever. Looks like it's going to be Karn, considering it's in his hand.
I don't know that I love. I mean, I guess it's
How much
fine.
does Sever cost to flashback? I already forgot.
Sever costs 5 black.
Okay, so it was 7 then.
Yeah.
I was thinking right.
So he actually needed 14 mana. How do you
Yeah,
like
he's
this
like,
deck?
I'm a mana short from casting Karn
Yeah.
and flashing back Sever the Bloodline.
Yeah. So I think that you just plus Karn here.
He takes his
that-
Cavern of
Oh,
Souls.
no, it was in his hand.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Because otherwise Karn would be at 3 loyalty.
Yeah, it'd be very low. Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess that's a reasonable way to spend 13 mana.
yeah.
Karn and Wormcoil you. Nice tokens, bro. That's pretty sweet. I like that.
I mean, this is just huge haymakers on Phillip's side.
Phillip still has a card in his hand and a couple of flashback spells in his yard, too.
Well, wait, he has Sever. What else does he have to flash back? 'Cause
Oh, he did already
flashed
did
back
the other
the
one, didn't
Increasing
he? Yeah,
Ambition.
so 1 flashback. I'm so happy Glenn got us this match.
I know, he was slow rolling us. He was totally
He's
messing
like,
with us.
"Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
don't
hey,
know."
Glenn, is there a mono black control deck at the top tables? He's like, I haven't seen one.
Yeah,
No.
we politely asked him to keep an eye out for it, and then boom, it's the next feature match. Like,
I think it was, it had already been the feature match. He had already decided on it, I think.
did
He
these
was totally
3
slow.
spirits attack Phillip?
I think they did because Karn stayed at 10.
He's just going to keep plussing Karn, take the last card out of his hand.
Yeah. I wouldn't really want to restart the game here with a Cavern of Souls. That's it,
I think that Phillip's just in a fantastic spot here. Like, he has that release valve of restarting the game if he feels like it, but he doesn't have to, and he certainly doesn't want to now. He just flashback sever.
There's the flashback
Get
sever.
in for
Okay.
6. His opponent has no cards in hand, nothing going on.
So is there no other Lingering Souls in the graveyard? I saw
No, there
they just
wasn't.
looked.
The one that we thought we saw, he had already used.
Okay. Yeah, Thayer wants to restart the game, I think.
He would have a better shot of winning it if that happened.
Yeah.
Another worm coil. All right.
He's just like, hey, how about you Day of Judgment now?
I mean, even then, right?
Thayer scoops
3,
him up.
6, 9, 12, same thing. Wow.
Whoa, I
That
love
was.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't take the
Jeremy-
Cavernous Souls.
Jeremy
That
runs
one's not
over.
his.
Yeah, watch out. Don't take the.
I think he picked up his opponent's. Oh, it's in silver sleeve, so he'll know whether he did or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I just saw him pick one up, but he is running it too, so
Yeah.
it could have been his.
There
No,
it is.
well, there's one.
Here's your mana leak
and there's your
cavern.
Cavern.
Yeah.
That doesn't
All
look
right.
right.
Jeremy runs over like, I love this deck.
So would it
Everybody loves this deck. I haven't heard anybody.
Would it
not
be
like this deck,
inappropriate?
besides Thayer, probably.
be if I left the coverage booth and begged the head judge to let me in the tournament so that I could play this mono black deck?
Inappropriate? No, just a long shot for you to actually get in.
Maybe I won't do it. I'll just watch this guy play it instead.
Sounds good. I think what we should do is have Phillip Johnson just not get up. So like
We could
next
just
round,
watch-
just watch mono black versus everything. Take on all comers.
Star City Johnson.
Yeah.
For $10 draft, number 4, Robert Van Loofen.
Wow. So I'm very excited to be seeing a mono black control deck here in Seattle at the StarCityGames.com Open Series. I'm Joey Pasco here with Marshall Sutcliffe, and wow. So, I mean, I guess when you have
Get away from my mono black list.
yeah, I mean, I already
It's
memorized
mine.
it, man.
Oh,
I
look
have
at
it
you.
tattooed on my arm.
I want to look
Yeah.
at his sideboard here.
Yeah. So
He's got some stuff. Mimic Vat's pretty good in
Oh.
decks like this, but really, this is more. He's running one of those boards, and you see this often when you're talking about a monocolored deck, which is that he doesn't have that many options. Like it's not
Right.
like he can go off into these silver bullet plans that just kill everything. You're seeing a lot of the same stuff.
yeah, he's got a Curse of Death's Hold, which I think is fantastic to bring in. Now Thayer could just be like, well, no, I think that just wrecks Thayer. Kills the
does wreck
Blade's
Thayer.
Bless.
That'll
He can't-
come in for sure.
Thayer cannot board out enough to mitigate Curse of Death's Hold
Okay,
resolving, you know?
so Curse of Death Hold's cool, and it'll come in, right? But when you do sideboards, you want to be putting in just daggers, right? You want to
Yeah.
be putting in stuff that just shuts down your opponent. Look at what he has in the main deck against this same strategy. Sever the Bloodline and Black Sun Zenith. Like, I don't think that the Curse of Death Hold's that much better than those.
Right.
You know, he's got that base covered. But again, you're mono black. You don't have a choice. You have to just get the stuff that you can get, and hope that it works. You know, one of the things about this deck is that it seems as if he faces heavy creature matchups all day, he should be able to just smash.
yeah.
And all we've seen are heavy
creatures, yeah.
creature matchups, you know, with sweepers. Like he has actual sweepers with Black Sun Zenith, and he can cast them for enough to actually get him in too. So
He's just like, I'm gonna hardcast Batter Skull. Oh, you have an answer for it? Oh, I still have 3 extra mana. I'll just return it to my hand. Like,
Yeah.
I think he just starts the game with 8 mana. It just
well, I
seems
think
that way.
that's relevant here, right? Because I think he, in a lot of ways, is going to be able to disregard mana leak.
Yeah,
Like he'll just have enough mana.
yeah. And I
mean,
think that means,
he played a turn 4 Solemn Simulacrum. Was just like,
yeah.
don't even need the
I'll
extra
just
land.
not search for
Ended the
swamp.
game with like 14 lands or 14 mana sources, and just, you know, really had a stranglehold laid. And I like that. I like that he's going over the top, because you see these mid-range decks, and it's cute. You know, you made a 3/3 and a 1/1, and then you bounced it. Oh, that's tricky, aren't you clever? And oh, you have a Snapcaster Mage? You
We've
figured
been
out
talking
what
about
that does?
all day about how good those decks are, and
Look,
it's just like,
I like what they do, but this one is just like, here, you deal with this. You know, like, and by
Yeah.
the way, there's more coming where that comes from, and I think that's awesome.
so Dark Slick Shores from Thayer here on turn 1. Swamp, surprise, surprise from Phillip Johnson. And
One more for $10 draft.
Stone nothing from Thayer.
Draft number 5.
favors Phillip. Phillip gets to play a land and say go. I mean,
mean,
that's all he wants to do.
Ultimately, the longer this game goes, the better off Phillip is. Generally speaking, he
Yeah.
has much bigger stuff to do later in the game. We're going to see a Pristine Talisman come down. It resolves.
And so Thayer hit a turn 3 Blade Splicer, Phillip with the turn 3 Talisman. Going to have a potentially turn 4 Batter Skull or Curse of Death's Hold.
All right, get in for 4. Now, he did play a Dark Slick Shores instead of an Island, meaning that he probably doesn't have an Angel, or he has another play he wants to make now.
Going to go with Lingering Souls.
This does not impress me.
Yeah, if Phillip has the Curse of Death's Hold here and a Mana Source, whew, oh, there's the Mana Source.
So
Does
I
he
see
have
the
the
Mana
curse?
Source. Even
Does he have
then,
the curse?
he can play Black Sun Zenith,
Curse. Oh,
Black
it's
Sun Zenith,
okay,
which is
you're
actually
right.
just better here. It
Yeah,
kills
it actually wrecks
every
everything,
creature
right.
on the board.
I just like the tapped out opponent resolving curse, leaving him with a 2/2 golem that's, whatever, then he can go, Solemn Simulacrum next turn, and that golem doesn't really want to attack either.
Yep. All right, so a 5 mana spell. Oh, a Batter Skull comes down. Now that can be
I lost my mic.
that can be difficult for Phillip's deck to deal with. That isn't necessarily easy. Like Mono Black cannot deal with artifacts outside of like Ratchet Bomb or something, some kind of weird things. It can kill the Germ token, but that also isn't the easiest thing to kill. Thankfully, it's not like a particularly fast clock.
And he drew his Batter Skull of his own,
Oh,
so
Batter Skull
a
battles.
Batter Skull battle in
Guess,
Seattle.
yeah.
Is that what we got here?
Jeez. Seattle Skull.
Seattle Skull.
I don't think I like that. All right, he's only going to pay 3 mana here. He's going to play another Talisman. And
Solemn
now,
Simulacrum, probably.
Jeez, see, this thing is just powering ahead.
Yeah, he's like, what
And
turn
look
are
how
we on?
stable
'Cause
he is.
I've got all these. Yeah, he's fine.
He's at 18, 19 life. Now, maybe even 20. He did, I think, gain 2 after casting that Solemn. And he's just, he's at 20. Like, no issues.
Did I say something like he starts the game with 8 mana?
Yeah.
That's pretty much where we are
Well,
right now.
he has 8 mana now.
And 20 life. His opponent has 20. It looks like the game just started, kind of. I mean, if you
I think you just take it. Okay, I guess he wants to do it. I kind of like waiting to get one other creature down, killing the Germ, making your opponent spend the 3 to bounce it, spend the 3 to replay it.
Lingering Souls, front half from Thayer. Doomblade, not very impressive right now.
No, but if Thayer does end up trying to equip to something at some point, then it'll be much more impressive.
This is awesome. Increasing Ambition with 4 mana up.
Gain life, and let's see what he's going to go get.
What's he
He's
get?
digging.
What's
He's
he get?
digging.
What's he get? I mean, he could.
It just depends on if he wants to just turn this game fully swung in his direction immediately, or if he'd like to stay alive a bit longer. Both are totally viable options. I think it's interesting.
What do you think he gets?
I mean, I know what I would get, but I'm dumb.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a Solemn Simulacrum.
And I just want to see Grizzlebrand in play.
Looks like he got Karn.
I think he's going to get either a Karn or a Worm Coil. That's what I think.
Right. I think he gets Karn, removes Batter Skull.
Okay.
Or attempts to remove Batter Skull.
That seems reasonable.
Of course, Thayer just tries to probably returns it to his hand. But if that's the battle we're gonna fight, Thayer is like, okay, I'll return it to my hand, and then it's just like.
It also means that he can't use up his
You're gonna
mana here.
replay it again, All right, so here's 5 mana.
So
and
he is going to equip. I mentioned this situation. Now all of a sudden that thing's Doombladeable.
Yeah.
I mean, it does get the damage in, but I have no idea why you would do this. Why would you do that?
I don't know, but he's walking right into Karn, removing Batter Skull. He's not going to be able to do anything about
I
it.
know.
Look,
Yeah.
he's,
If it was a
Go
Karn,
for the Throat's irrelevant right now, too, because he's just going to get the Batter Skull. He's not going to be able to return the Batter Skull.
The thing
Right,
is
so
I see a Dissipate in Thayer's hand, which he's decided that he just doesn't want to have access to here.
Yeah,
There's no Cavern of Souls over on Phillip's side, so I think I'd prioritize keeping that Dissipate up as opposed to moving the Batter Skull. Like, sure.
Your opponent is playing huge spells,
Yeah.
and he's at the point where he can. Like,
Yeah.
you're not, like, so many reasons for him to just keep 3 up.
Yeah.
Here to Dissipate or return a Batter Skull in case there's a Karn. I mean, he saw Karn. He knows Karn is in the deck, so there's no. I would have left up 3.
Yeah.
But now
I would have as well.
This
And
here,
'cause he can
Karn's
play
going to
around
remove
Mana
Batter
Leak
Skull.
here. Gain 2, go back to 18.
Right. Here comes Karn.
And there's Karn
Remove
Daddy.
the batter skull. Now, please point to the batter skull and not the spirit. Or is he going to remove something from his hand? I mean, don't do that. Get rid of the batter skull. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, even then, Karn can erase that, but yeah.
No, but do you realize, like, we could potentially see Karn restart the game with Phillip with a batter skull in play?
Yes,
That's kind of funny.
Point. Yeah,
I don't think it'll happen, but it's funny.
But that is, yeah, it won't. It's unlikely to happen because I think that Phillip's just going to end up taking over this game. You know, having that increasing ambition, just sitting in his graveyard, just to go get 2 of whatever he wants at any time.
Yeah.
Is
Where is
such
that
a big
increasing?
game.
Which one is his graveyard? He didn't flash back the increasing ambition, but there's no reason that the
Yeah,
Solemn's exiled.
Maybe he's just getting ready for it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it is a little weird. It should be in his yard, but.
Right. So Thayer just trying to battle through here. Trying to figure out how do I fight a Karn? Like, I can attack the Karn down to 1.
I mean, he does have 2 1/1s. Fairly unexciting.
Yeah. I don't know what you wanted me to say to that. That's.
I mean, that's kind of why I like this big black deck. You
Yeah.
know? It's like, we're not making 1/1s here, guys.
This is
Oh,
just
man.
absurd.
There's a buried ruin as well. Look at him. Taking him
like-
10 minutes to count out his mana.
How many ridiculous things can I do? He's like, well, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast Mirari, then I'm going to cast Corrupt, and I'm going to copy the Corrupt with Mirari, right? Well, I mean, that's old mon. That was 10 years ago. That's what we were doing. So he takes something out of Thayer's hand by plussing Karn.
And we're going to flash back.
Increasing
and
ambition.
that is going to get dissipated.
Okay. So Thayer's like, okay, I can use the Dissipate now.
It's double exiles.
All right, yeah, exactly. But
There is a Doomblade still, and Karn has plus, so he's already at 7 loyalty. Well out of range of the 2 little tokens that we have here.
That's just
All right, so we saw a Restoration Angel come down on end step, and Phillip Johnson just Doombladed it. He's just like, nope. Ponder, nope. Thought Scour myself, 1,
Blade Splicer,
2,
Snapcaster,
2
draw.
pretty
8
spicy
cards.
spells, but still nothing along the power level of what Phillip's able to do. Now, getting dissipated on that increase in ambition was definitely big. I mean, if that resolves, Phillip gets 2 game-ending spells, and he can probably cast both.
Well, here's the
in
thing.
the same
Phillip's whole
turn.
deck is game-ending spells.
Yeah.
And so anytime you counterspell an increasing ambition or anything, I think that Dissipate represents something huge no matter what, which is why I was saying he should have kept up.
No, I know.
mana
And
before.
we have Karn on the board as a result of him not doing that, which is really what the game is revolving around at this point, is just the Karn.
And all right, Thayer's trying to figure something out here. He looks like 3 mana. He's going to flash back a Lingering Souls. I mean, it's pretty lackluster. It's not going to do. I mean, he's going to try to fight Karn here, I guess. Okay, he's going to copy a Solemn Simulacrum. Okay.
Lackluster indeed.
Yeah, he's now got, you know, a lot of guys. Karn's at 7 right now, and so he's got what, 6 on board. So he could maybe kill the Karn.
And Karn's going to be at 11 after this turn.
Yeah, so it's gonna take Thayer. See, it's like, is he gonna fight Karn? Like, don't fight Karn.
Don't attack.
It's just not gonna work.
There you go. Hold that guy back. Just leave him back. It's fine.
Trade
Trust me.
Simulacrums. Yeah. Save him on defense.
I mean, his opponent's at 25. It's not like the damage matters.
Yeah, right now life totals are completely irrelevant.
Pretty much.
Apparently Phillip's hand is Batterskull. Well, no longer, because there it is on the table. And Sphere of the Suns.
Oh, okay.
And
Germ token engage.
is he?
He's just going to equip?
Solemn Simulacrum picks up the Batterskull. He's like, where'd this germ go?
He needs to tap another mana for that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, he tapped one up there. Never mind. It's 10 mana to do that, right?
Yeah, 5 and 5, right.
Okay.
He taps 6 up there
making sure.
and 4 down there. So he he's showing him. Yeah, it should be 10 there. He's gaining some life off the Pristine Talisman. That's why he's up to 18, I'm pretty sure. Simulacrum now a 6/6. He's got a Titan on board. A life-linking Titan. Well, he's basically kind of made his own worm coil.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I guess I'll block.
Draw.
Phillip gains 6, up to 24.
Thayer does draw.
All right, don't forget to use Karn.
Yeah,
Phillip.
he'll use it. He's
There it
looking-
is. Take your Seachrome Coast.
Which is a card that he just drew.
Oh, off of the Simulacrum,
Yeah.
right.
Make
Very
sure you
nice-
put the 4
nice
counters
synergy.
on Karn, though. He goes to 11.
And I guess I'll cast the last card in my hand. It's
I think I would
Spirit
just
Song.
keep it, but
Yeah, just to represent something.
yeah, I mean, not that it really matters. I mean, Thayer's not really able to play around things at this point, but still, it's good habit.
It's just like, okay, so do you want to play this dance where you take 4 counters off Karn, I add 4 counters, you take them off, and like this parody where Karn just keeps taking a card out of your hand?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Thayer takes
Yeah,
6
6
damage
every
turn.
time. Yeah, Thayer
And we're just gonna
scooping him up.
scoop him up nice and slow because he felt the constriction of the mono black menace around his neck, and that was it.
That was awesome. Can we get a confirmation of Phillip's record, by the way? Is he still XO, as far as we know? He is XO.
Is he really?
Wow.
Hold on, I gotta play Magic Online. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, like that was
jaw-dropping.
amazing.
Wow.
Love it.
Mono black control.
Mono
It wasn't
black
even- it was just mono black
it's
ramp
like
tap
mono
out.
black tap out, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mono
but-
black, I do what I
So,
want.
at first I disagreed when you called it control, but it really is.
Well, I mean, it's when it goes big. You're right. It's less
Liliana
control-y,
of the
but
Veil, Karn liberated, go for the throat, Doomblade, Sever the Bloodline, Black Sun Zenith.
yeah, it's